Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and welcome to This Week in WoW for the week of June 8th. As always, we will just go through the Mythic Plus affixes first. This week we have Fortified, Spiteful, Grievous, and Prideful. Again, that's Fortified, Spiteful, Grievous, and Prideful. Probably only a few weeks left of Prideful, so maybe some nostalgia there. But yeah, this is not a particularly great week, although the affixes are not on Tyrannical, which makes it slightly better. But yeah, not a particularly good week there for doing Mythic Plus towards the very end of the season, especially. Let's go ahead and talk about what's going on in the game this week. We do have the Darkmoon Fair going on for the remainder of the week. It's a good way to get professions up, a good way to get pets, mounts, achievements, all those great things, experience. Although I know at this point in a patch, retail is not very strong right now. But if you have any of those things to do, whether it's just leveling up an alt and getting a little bit extra experience, a little bit extra rep, then it's definitely worth going and doing those things. Or if you just haven't finished off your professions yet, still, for whatever reason, you can still go do that. We also have the World Quest bonus event going on. This set gives extra reputation with the appropriate faction of the World Quest completed. Again, so basically only if you really want reputation, those are up. You can get, I think it might coincide with the one that's up in BFA as well, though. So maybe you could go back and at least check the one in your home city for BFA and see if that one's up, and you can actually get the reputation with those factions. Plus the rewards, they're easier, so the rewards are actually better, even though it's like a low amount of gold, for example. Because it's so fast, it's actually better than the World Quest here in Shadowlands. Unfortunately, it's a bad thing about Shadowlands. Yeah, and then other than that, we actually don't have anything too much going on in-game, per se. I will say the end of this week would probably be the earliest that we find out the patch date. If it does end up being June 29th, as now many people are saying. So I can't say that I was saying it first, but because I got to point out, there's an Icy Veins article months ago after 9.0.5 came out that predicted that the patch would be out around June 29th-ish. And all their logic seemed good to me. So I just kind of went with it too. And so I've been saying it since then. I know Max from Limit has been saying it for the past couple months. I think he might have made it up himself. He maybe didn't reference the article like I did. Like I didn't make it up myself either. I got it from an article. But he might have made it up himself, but just later on. And then I know Preach is now saying the same thing. So if it does end up being June 29th, we very well likely could get a notice on that this week, a 2-week notice for the arena season ending. To give people like their last little bit of time to try to push arena that they always do. So that could be a thing. However, I have also thought that maybe they'll wait till the first week of July just to let BC Classic breathe for a month, because everyone seems to be pretty pumped with BC Classic. Obviously not all the retail players play BC Classic, but there's so much hype for BC Classic that maybe they're just going to give it a month. Who knows? But that is possible that we get a date this week, which would be really good. We did not get any major patch notes in the last patch or in the last week, so I didn't have a video for that up. So hopefully we have some more major patch notes. Again, I'm always hoping for Ret Paladin stuff, but Ret Paladin's in a pretty decent place right now, and I think in some ways it's healthy that it's not getting changed when it's doing pretty good. There are some bugs. Bolas from Wowhead / his own site and stuff wrote an article about the bugs that still exist. None of them are too game breaking though, so I'm not that worried about it. Of course, I would love them to fix it. The Truce Wake 1 conduit is actually the biggest deal to me, that they would get that fixed. So yeah, so I'm hoping for some sort of news in general that is worth doing a video on. Specifically, Ret Paladin news would be great this week. And yeah, so we had some changes to Torghast. I might do a video about that this week. The change to it. I haven't actually played it yet. I've watched a couple people play through it. My first thought is I don't really like it, so I'm going to play through the new Torghast thing. They basically made it easier again. Play through that and see how that goes. And yeah, other than that, just hoping for more big changes. Sired and Ethers hopefully goes down this week. We had a couple really good polls this past week, and that usually means that he's probably about to be dead soon. by really good pulls, I mean like everybody alive going into phase 3. Generally, people say after you do that a few times, the boss goes down pretty shortly after. So hopefully that does happen and can be done with Mythic Donnie there. On a personal note, that would be very exciting. So that's about it for this week. Just waiting for patch 9.1. I have been playing some TBC Classic as well. I should already have a video come out that is comparing, contrasting TBC Classic to retail. And I have been having fun with TBC Classic, so it has been taking the edge off of waiting for 9.1. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see the future of that once actual 9.1 comes out. We actually have stuff to do. I think I'll probably be definitely more focused on retail at that point. So, as always, I do ask you to please subscribe to the channel because it helps me out so much. And other than that, everybody, have a good one.